Alright, let's talk about one of the most unique credit cards in Canada. Dare I say, also kind of underrated. This card, the National Bank World Elite Mastercard, offers some unique features that not many credit cards in Canada has, and includes one of the strongest insurance packages for really any credit cards out there in Canada. And I'm going to review this card, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give this card a score out of 10. So for those that don't know, National Bank, yes, a very unique name for a bank. Totally not generic. It's the 6th biggest bank in Canada, headquartered in Montreal. So really, a major player in the banking industry in Canada. Although the credit cards in Canada don't get a lot of hype. When you go to Google and search for the best credit cards in Canada, you get the classics like the Cobalt Card, Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite. Wait a minute, CIBC Dividend Visa Infinite. I mean, it's a solid card, but to call one the best in Canada? I don't know about that. Anyways, the point being, you're not gonna find any website saying that the National Bank World Elite Mastercard is one of the top tier cards in Canada. And to be honest, it's not an S tier card. But it doesn't mean that it sucks. It can still be above average and worth considering. So let's talk about the benefits of this card. First of all, it's worth mentioning that as of the making of this video, there's no sign-up bonus for getting this card. Not even on like Great Canadian Rebates. Look, again, I don't chase promotions, but at least like give us something, like waive the first year's annual fee, something to attract first-time users to your product. Alright, let's go into the rewards. What's unique about this credit card is that they call their reward system the a la carte rewards, where you can exchange your points for different things. From gift cards, merchandise, travel, or investments. And each point is worth different depending on how you exchange your points. Credit Card Genius sums it out pretty well on their website. And honestly, judging by rewards and point value, how I would redeem the points is probably travel, or if you have an account with a national bank, their banking services like mortgage or investments gives you an average point value of 0.83 cents per point, which is not terrible value considering BMO points are worth 0.67 cents, and that's if you exchange it for travel. So again, not terrible value. Let's dig into the multipliers for different categories. So 5 points per dollar spent on groceries and restaurants. So let's assume that each point is worth about 0.83 cents. We're looking at about 4.15% return on groceries and restaurants, which is pretty solid for those two categories. Which puts this card above CIBC Dividend Visa Infinite in terms of rewards, but below MBNA Rewards World Elite Mastercard. Now, 2 points per dollar spent on gas, electric vehicle charging, recurring bills, and travels booked through a la carte rewards. Kind of crappy in my opinion. I mean, recurring bills is a very important category, but it has to pass the Chexi test. What that means is if you're paying rent through Chexi, they charge a 1.75% fee on credit cards, which means the recurring bills category has to give you more than 1.75% rewards to make it profitable to pay your rent through Chexi. And 2 points per dollar at 0.83 cents per point, yeah, that's not gonna cut it. So if you're getting this card, you're most likely getting this card mainly for groceries and restaurant purchases, cause the other categories are almost useless. Now, what I want to get into is how this card is secretly an underrated travel card. You see this unique perk of unlimited access to their own lounge at the Montreal airport? Yeah, for those that's in Montreal, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I haven't been there before, but looking at pictures on Google, I mean, their lounge seems nice, but hey, it's an airport lounge. It's better than sitting in front of the gate for 2 hours. And for the rest of us not living in Montreal, well, we don't get that luxury, but this card does offer a $150 refund credit on literally almost anything airport related. So you want to pick up your loved ones and need to park your car at the airport for 2 hours? Just submit the claim and the $150 annual travel refund has you covered. So technically, technically you don't even have to be a traveler at the airport to be using this perk. Or you want to switch seats to a more comfortable aisle seat, the $150 annually has you covered. You want to relax at a lounge at another airport, that $150 also has you covered. And what's cool is that you actually get discounted rates at lounges around the world, cause this card comes with Mastercard Travel Pass membership, which means you only pay like $32 USD or $44 Canadian per lounge visit. I mean, I wouldn't do it because I'm a cheapskate and I would just save the money and wait at the gate. But with this card, I mean, you're getting a $150 annual refund anyways on travel. So technically with the $150 Canadian travel refund this card offers, you can technically go to lounges 3.5 times per year. But then again, there's other ways to use this credit, so it's very flexible, which technically offsets the annual cost of this card. Another great perk about this card is the extensive insurance that this card offers. 10 in total. Now, to be fair, there are cards out there with more types of insurance coverages. Cards like BMO Ascend World Elite Mastercard has 14 insurance coverages. But as they say, quality over quantity. Size matters. I mean,
What did he say?
the amount being covered matters. First of all, 10 insurance coverages for any credit cards in Canada is already pretty good. On top of that, each insurance coverage is literally top tier. So for example, extended manufacturer's warranty. Most credit cards offers up to 1 year. The National Bank World Elite Mastercard offers up to 2 years. Purchase protection, most cards offers only 90 days. And this card offers 180 days. So in general, better insurance coverages overall for the insurances that they do cover. Now for many credit cards, when you're traveling and you're over 65, banks don't cover your emergency medical care. Cause when you're older, especially over 65, the chances of health emergencies become a lot higher and a lot of banks just don't want to take on that risk. Well, most banks, but National Bank isn't one of them. If you're over 65, they still offer you travel medical insurance until you're 75. And that's rare in Canada. So props to them for including that. So that is the National Bank World Elite Mastercard. We're gonna give this card a rating. I think I'm gonna do a rating going forward for all the credit card reviews. We're gonna break this down into 4 categories. Starting off with rewards. Approximately 4.15% return on restaurants and groceries, definitely respectable. Though there are cards that does it better, like the MBNA Rewards World Elite Mastercard. And unfortunately, their other categories are absolutely useless, but we're gonna give this a 7 out of 10. Next, the insurance. Now, the insurance package for this card is fantastic. Yes, it only has 10 insurances included, but each one has value and substance. We're gonna give the insurance category a 9 out of 10. Next, unique perks and features. Now, if you live in Montreal, this score is gonna be a lot higher since you get unlimited lounge access in Montreal. But the real perk is the $150 travel refund, which is very flexible, but it's not groundbreaking by any means. So we will rate this category a 7 out of 10, which brings this card an average of 7.66 out of 10. Wait, what about the 4th category? Well, that's the cool factor. How cool do you look when you're carrying this card around in your wallet? I mean, I think you would look cool rocking one of these cards in your wallet. It's not the Amex Platinum card, but it's still cool. So because of the 4th category, we're gonna round this up to 7.75 out of 10. Which, if you're curious, where would this rank in my tier of cards? If a card is in between 7 and 7.99 out of 10, that's considered a B tier card. So it's a solid card, but not one of the top tier cards. A 7.75 score would be one of the highest in the B tier category. Anyways, that's it for today. What do you think about this card? Leave it in the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel and you learned something, please consider a like and subscribe to the channel. And this channel is growing really fast. I'm hoping that people can join me in this journey to talk about Canadian personal finance. If it's your first time here, I make financial tips for Canadians in my long form content and financial comedy in my shorts. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.